that is always so much louder than I expect. For me, at least. I don't think it is for you guys, for what I've heard, but it is at least for me. Anyway, I am back with more replays. Last time I checked, there was no live cast to do today, so here I am. I had a request to do a replay cast. I actually have channel point redemption that allows people to request certain casts, whether it be usually NGS, but I do allow other things, whether it be, I guess, I don't know if Heroes Under's thing, but whether it be Nexus Mania or Heroes Under, anything like that. I haven't quite branched out to people just giving me random game files and giving it to me that way. That isn't quite the case yet. Anyway, we have Division A cast for Nexus Games series of Pidge, Perilous, Pidgeons versus 2+2. So I can mark that off the list of people who've asked me to cast things, which is just one, thankfully. I try to make sure I get to those first before I do anything else. So, they're making me cast Infernal Shrines. So, Crate Beast, who requested this, I'm never going to forgive you. Just putting that out there. But yes, it should be a good game. I have casted Pidge's Perilous Pidgeons a few times now, but it is due to me having friends on the team, so you may call it bias, because that is reasonable in that situation. Oh no. All I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this Infernal Shrines game, because heaven forbid I'm allowed to cast any series that doesn't have Infernal Shrines involved. But otherwise, yeah, there's going to be the first map. Don't know what the other one or potentially two are, because I don't like looking ahead of time. That's why I don't know who had picked the first map. So without further ado, let me get into things. We're gonna green bush, buns bush. This one, excellent. Right. So on the side of, we're going for an early cheat strat, I see. On the side of Pidge's Perilous Pidgeons, we have Crate Beast on Greymane, Mother Costas on Rhaegar, Marius on Jaina, and Bella's on Joanna, with Mr. Craig being on the Dahaka. On the other side of things, we do see as McNulty on the Tychus, Chromage on the Blaze, Axon, Sylvanas, Tempest, Veer on the Lucio, and Death Knight rounding things out on the Anubrak, which maybe they're going top because they're expecting Sylvanas cheese. Yeah, that appears to be the case. The thing is, Dahaka as soon as Dahaka sees all this, we're going to go, yep, that's what's happening. This is the point you figure out you know what's up. Yep. Oh, Blaze. Blaze just melts away. Fine, ultimately. This wave going to be cleared relatively quick. Are they just going to 4-man top with having Dahaka double soak? Not a terrible idea, in all honesty. Unfortunately, I don't think we have quite quick. Oh, Greymane does allow you to push quickly, especially if you get tongue on Death Knight. Yeah, we can see there is already a... I see a tower down, but unfortunately that fell pretty quickly. But we can see mid is not quite having the same luck for them. We can see Mr. Craig decides to back out, and then now there is going to be a full rotate coming back on down for the rest of the team. So imagine we see Dahaka get bot soak and then tunneling claws top. Oh, burrowing bush soak. Brush stalk top. No, they won't even get that. I think they just half and go straight top. Good aggression from 2+2 to start now. They managed to get a kill, unfortunately, due to a human error, and they managed to get actually quite a big chunk on mid. Because, yeah, while you can push pretty well with Greymane, Sylvanas and Anubrak have excellent ways to eat tower shots and just disable the towers in general. Far better than a Greymane body ever could do. Oh, sorry if I sound a bit, under it or a bit yawny. I did wake up not too long ago, but it is... I say not too long ago. I woke up at like 9:30. It's currently 10:25, so relatively recent after my wake up. And it's still a reasonable hour nonetheless. And yeah, we're just going to get some wave clear, get some action going, and we can actually have a look at talents now at level 4, shall we? Because we can see it is Tissue Regeneration on Dahaka. We see it's Globes, Jaina. And really, that's the main two quests to note at level 1, because then we also see Subdue Joanna and Master Assassin Tychus. So the more kills they get, the more attack speed they get. Starting at 10%, and once they get all 15 kills, they get an extra 15%, getting a total of 25, I believe. Yes, indeed, it is correct. It used to just like slowly add up one at a time, but now it's just all at once at the end. But you do have a bonus at level 1, at the actual baseline picking it, so you're not totally screwed. So this recommends probably we're going to be going into Commandeer Odin for Tychus. That's going to be my guess. More if not, we do see that Master Assassin. Also, good quick pickup of that Bruiser Camp. We can see that it is going to take a little bit longer for 2+2 to do theirs, but Tahaka should have an advantage getting this all cleared out because they can clear and then burrow bottom if need. Or as need, I should say. Oh. Bella's just aggressively walking at McNulty. McNulty doesn't quite hit the grenade. We do see minigun activate as the Joanna just backs out. We do see that it is going to be, I don't know why I've closed the talents. They're literally going to reappear in about 2 seconds. But we do see that it is going to be a ejective start for 2+2, getting into a nice comfortable early lead. Oh, it's not comfortable, a little bit of a lead to start with, but it's still not too far off, and just one good kill can really turn the tides there, although they do have almost double now. Oh, Bella's going in, does blind the McNulty, but that is going to be Sylvanas going down first, Rhaegar getting the kill. Nice pushback by Lucio, the boot does so much. Death Knight had barely 100 health, I think maybe just a bit under, but they did manage to escape. And that's level 7's online for both teams. And we do see it's going to be, ooh, Wise and Duelist on Greymane. We're going to get quite an aggressive Greymane here, most likely. We're going to get that pup slap for build, as Rock would say, getting those auto attacks in, likely getting the W's in. And honestly, I'd like to see that, oh, there's not really any point, you can just rip it. It is a Frozen Punisher as well, so that is going to get some value. But yeah, you need Joanna to come back bottom, like, immediately. You need her with the team. Nice jump by the Punisher. And we can now see that the forts and buildings are going to start getting attacked. Frozen Punisher does so much. It just allows you to do so much. Oh, nice jump. And with things such as a Nubarak with the Punisher, you can follow up on it really well. Is the thing. You can follow up on that Punisher pretty consistently. The Harker indicates they can use Brush Stalk to go down if need be, but we can see Blaze is nearby, ready to go in. And once again, 2+2 is getting this bottom camp while the bottom neutral camp, while Pidgeons, Perilous Pidgeons get their own siege. Oh, blind out of a bush. They find a Nubarak. They get hit by a grenade. And Death Knight's like, yeah, hit Q, Joanna. Which, fair enough, it's Joanna. You see her a lot. You may as well just go, that's a little flip them off, like a little hit Q. Nice unstop. Actually ate all the stun hits that they were moving for. Oh, wow. Dahaka, Mr. Craig fighting top, burrowing bottom. Ooh, that's a good kill onto the Anubarak. They're a little bit down experience, but you got a kill there, and that should allow you actually to aggress into the enemy camp. I'd say even potentially go bottom, take bottom. But no, it looks like they are wanting to take experience and camps off the map. Grenade goes flying in, slaps Bella's, but really that's all going to be found from it. Push mid. Push mid or bottom, one of the two. But make up your mind, choose the same place. And Nubarak's coming back for us, so you have run a little bit out of time. And 10s are online for both teams. Interesting, we see Sound Barrier. Not much we see that anymore. More often than not, you see High Five nowadays, but we also see Cocoon, Bunker, Comedy Odin, and Sylvanas is yet to pick. On the other side of things, we see Summon Water Elemental, I should say. Blessed Shield, Isolation, Go for Throat, and Rhaegar still making up their mind. They do have a heavy auto attack. They do have a relatively heavy auto attack team, but it is just going to be Ancestral Healing still and Wailing Arrow for Sylvanas, which, yeah, makes sense. As much as I think Bloodlust is a fun ability to use, it's not necessarily the ability to use all the time. And Camp gets cleared up pretty quick. Good turret kill. Turret? Totem. Heck that totem. Good work, McNulty. But right, we do see that it is going to be just wave weird. Sylvanas is at Unstable Toxin. Nice stun by Death Knight, just stopping any rotates from going out. We can see that teams are moving towards, oh god, I'm yawning. The Bruiser Camp, so it's about to say it's probably because Shrine is just about up. The thing to know about this Shrine phase is that it's going to be a little bit of advantage for Pidgeons, Perilous Pidgeons. They do have their tap up with a fort available to them, so they have a little bit of safety where it's a lot less safe for the side of 2+2 in general. They have a lot more room to. They have a lot less safety. They don't have a safety net of their own keep. Is what I'm trying to say. I am saying it poorly. Because again, I am tired. But I said I'd do a replay cast today. I think I'll do like 2 and call it a day. Maybe 3. Yo, hey Slick Rub, how you doing today? And we do see that it is going to be objective set up. I'm not doing a CCS team currently. But yes, can see the camp is going to be, objective I should say, is being started. Off to a little bit of earlier lead by 2+2, and they have Comedy Odin to use once things really start kicking off. Oh look, there it is. Tongue on to Anubrak. Anubrak goes down very quick. Lucio couldn't even get B-drop off in time, eventually actually only hitting themselves with it. Isolation falling short from Mr. Craig, but it does happen. We can see now we're just going to play a very defensive game. Oh look, a boombox. Oh. Mr. Craig does not care for it. I do like this. Just go straight bottom and siege. You have Sylvanas, you have... Oh yeah, you have Sylvanas who does pretty good siege on her orange. You have Blaze who can do well into push into buildings. I do like the idea of just Black Arrows running it down. But we can see that Mr. Craig is going down to manage at least some of the lanes while this is all happening. We can see that Axon is doing the best bottom. Black Arrows have run out. Marius turns the corner, drops the Water Elemental. That's probably McNulty going down. Nope, nice little dash into the corner away from the Blizzard. Wailing Arrow on top of things as Jaina going down. We see that it is going to be Rhaegar put in the cocoon. But there's go for throat taking out the Tychus. And the rest of them managed to live. It's a 1-for-1 trade from the teams. Well played. Well, good stuff there. Sylvanas gets out, uses double wave for apparently no reason. And Perilous, meanwhile, is in a slap fight with Chromage. Death Knight does half back. They do realize they actually need to deal with Mortar Punches still. Meanwhile, Chromage is still the one. I don't think the enemy team cares if you're doing that, mate. Oh, they're just scientific building over here. And Bells realizes maybe I should just take the shots at this point. Maybe it's great. Yes, yeah. The Punisher got a decent amount of value top by way. It did get all this front wall and it got a little bit of the actual keep itself. So we're opening up win conditions slowly but surely for Pidge's Perilous Pidgeons. They want to do camp. They saw the grenade come through. They realized Bellas just does need a little bit more health and mana. They're relatively low, so you're not wanting to risk too much at this point in time. Meanwhile, we can see Mr. Craig going mid to deal with all that. Look at all that soak. Oh, and I think they wanted the bottom camp, but weren't able to get there in time. Sorry if I keep yawning, because, well, as I said, I'm tired. Sylvanas has turned off tower. We can see Commandeer Odin being dropped. There is both tanks, both frontliners charging on the Great Beast. Once again, we do see that it is going to be Rhaegar stuck in the cocoon. No one's releasing them, but no one's really in danger. You haven't needed Mother Cosmere with you yet. Chromage going down next, go for throat, getting decent damage, but it does get these... Yeah, I don't know if it got reset, but the 16s came through. And that is going to be a quick 4-man for the side of Pidge's Perilous Pidgeons. And we can see they are just running at bot. They have good siege. They may as well run at a building and see what they can do with it. McNulty taking a lot of damage in process. Great Beast, how many stacks are you at? 12 out of 30. Good. Relatively good so far. Interesting. Interesting enough, we do see that it is going to be Adhesive Petroleum on Blaze. Not often we do see that at level with the offlaner in particular. More often not, you will see Collision Course just because it is so much extra damage. And it looks like Pidge's Perilous Pidgeons do not want to overstay their welcome. They do just back up to safety, afraid of just losing a little bit too much. Oh, man, I'm tired. I don't know what. I don't know why, but like, I got a good sleep last night as well, at least. It was nice full sleep. It's been a while since I got one of those. I thought they were going to go to camp, but no, they're just going to be setting up a gank in mid. Honestly, yeah, get to Haka, be a little bit of bait, watch someone run at them. And they leave. Fair enough. Camp it. Camp time it is. We can see Tempest is holding off from capping theirs for the objective itself. Now-ish is the time to grab it. But it looks like they are just going to be waiting for the closer to 30-second mark, done mark. Oh, Lucio's just vibing. Oh, maybe? No? Yes? Yeah, there we go. I do like how late that it is quite late. Just unfortunately that is going to be met by another camp. And the Harking Curse come down at any moment. But both teams have 16s online, so this should be interesting to watch. Clearing out the camps. Death Knight going straight onto Marius in the backline. Get rooted by that. Jaina gets a nice double stun, but no, that is getting yourself into a big spot. Oh, Ancestral Healing just going off in time for Bellas. They are just going to have to backpedal a little bit. And a big cleave damage by McNulty. Both teams actually playing relatively postured so far. Tongue going out from Mr. Greg unfortunately finds a beetle. A good unstop from Joanna, taking a decent amount of stun there. Actually, none of the rest of the team getting stunned. Oh, Nubrak goes down. The Greymane finishing off. Nice work by Crate Beast. Meanwhile, it is going to be Chromage with the isolation of him. Trying to back out is Valvera would do so. Lucio, however, is not. And that is the tank and healer going down. So this objective, while looking like to be pretty close for 2+2, unfortunately couldn't quite get there unless they could just poke in and get another 5. But it looks like the front line of the healers are just holding a bit too aggressive for Pidgeons, Spirits, Pidgeons for really 2+2 to step in. So we are going to get an Arcane Punisher, often considered one of the worst, or if not the worst Punisher out of the three. But everyone likes swinging like an Arcane jump rope, right? Look at him go. Oh, and all while this Punisher is pushing mid, we can see there is going to be the rotate coming out top. Oh, and Dahaka bottom. For whatever reason. I think you get this building pretty comfortably. It's such split focus for the side of 2+2. They're not quite sure where to go. Dahaka's pushing lanes up. We see the 4-man pushed out that building. They're going to rotate onto mid now? Honestly, just take it. You see where the enemy team is? Yep, Great Beast just goes in. Doesn't have that auto speed up. W is not up, but they do still take the building, and that is a lot of structures getting evened out. Well, actually, a lot of structures going in favor of Pidgeons, Pidgeons. They are really just going for a 100% category, not the any percent category, it seems. Good tongue, but the stun coming out from Death Knight means that Mr. Greg's tongue is, or drag, I should say, is going to be cancelled. Oh, Blessed Shield coming out. There's a nice stun. Jets Joanna a cocoon this time. That actually is probably a little bit better than the Rhaegar. The Rhaegar really hasn't really been working out, and we can see Ancestral coming off. Marius is trouble in the middle of things, but the Ice Block can only take you so long. Crate Beast finds the kill onto Tychus, and that is actually a lot of the damage down. We can see that as Axon left going for Crate Beast. Crate Beast trying to live. Not Lucio. Mother Cos pops that. Was it Mother Cos, or was it the other one? Yeah. Oh no, it's Blinded by the Light by Joanna. Mother Cos has not picked that 20 yet. I was like, oh, maybe it was Elemental Conduit. No, it's Blinded by the Light. Can you get actual core damage if you hit? Nope, apparently you're not. You probably could get a little. Don't know if it's worthwhile though. You may just want to get passive pressure. Next objective basically guaranteed wins it for you. That's getting called in like the next 30 seconds or so. Defend ping coming on up. They still do have a 20 advantage. Keep that in mind. Pidgeons, Spirits, Pidgeons do have that numerical advantage. And even now, there's still only a 4v3. If you turn a fight here, get a good Blessed Shield, you could have probably killed Death Knight after that charge. They don't have Rewind to escape. Yeah, they don't have Rewind to escape yet. They did have Cocoon up, but you still had a decent amount of damage to kill things. Just about Jaina is a little bit slower, but Nubrak is pretty good into Jaina either way. Oh, I keep yawning, sorry. Yeah, give it, Cam. Kill it. Yeah. All players are up as a side note, by the way. 20's just half a level away for the side of 2+2. And all the other side of things, by the way, we see Wintermute, Blinded by the Light. Farsi is calling. We are Tooth and Claw Greymane, so really leaning into that heavy melee form, that Worgen form build. And Essence Claws, rounding things out. Yeah, Essence Claw is an interesting one, but it can work out. I do like it. It's not one I pick often. Definitely think Primal Rage is a weird one, but hey, it's been working out for Mr. Craig so far, so may as well. Oh, nice tongue drag onto Death Knight, but unfortunately the Blessed Shield didn't quite find it. Here, Ancestral Healing coming out. We just see a lot of Ancestrals, or I'd say a lot of defensives going. So without those defensives, this objective phase becomes a little bit scarier for the side of Perilous Pidgeons. But if they get here early enough, they are in a pretty good spot, because we can see, well, they can see that there's a lot of people at bottom. Start it, rip it, do it, bop it, twist it, pull it. Nope, now I'm thinking Daft Punk. Technology. I can't play that one on stream because I do not want to get DMCA'd. Alright, we do see as Bella's doing their best to clear things out. Realizes maybe not the safest spot because it's going to start backing up. Pops the unstop, is going to be fine. Meanwhile, we can see Dahaka does not care about what's happening on core. They are like, you know what? You guys can do the objective, I'm going core. If one of you have to come back, I could just burrow here. And that's what we see. One did half. Now we can see that Death Knight is going to go into the back line. Bella's, oh, I'm having a freeze. Oh, there we go. We are back at it. And that is going to be the Nubrak going down. Because we did see Mr. Craig came top. And we can see that Tempest now down. You don't even need the objective at this point. You just go core, I imagine. Nope, but they are going to play it safe. They're going to back up. They're going to get the objective. And we're going to go core. I mean, it's reasonable. It's not a bad play. It's just a slow play. Marius gets hit right on the dome with a nuke. Well, with that big red button. Chromage really wanting to step in there. Pops the bunker in the bush. But is still going to be in a rough spot when they come out of it. They are popping Pyromania. They do heal off of it. But we can only heal so much damage. There's heal coming out from other calls. Just stopping everyone back up to full. And Mr. Craig's just staying objective while the rest march forward. Well, at least there's Vidahaka here can burrow to the forward bush. He's just got to finish off this game. Oh, objective. There we go. Now burrow here. But yeah, it is for 4-man marching middle. Top, Perilous Pidgeons wanting to end here. Bella's taking a little bit too many shots. More shots than they would care for, I imagine. But we've waited so long that people are going to have respawned by the time this objective steps in. That's why I would have rather seen them come straight core. Because what, there'd still be 3 people down. Oh, nice tongue. That's unfortunate. Mr. Craig gets a good kill there. That extended tongue does so much. And we can see that Nubrak goes down immediately after. No, 100%. Just get the building while you're there. There we go. The Punisher did it for them. But yeah, that'll be the first game of the series going over the side of Perilous Pidgeons. GG's to both teams. Right. Oh, in terms of talents, everything kind of makes sense. I've already really commented on a few weirder things. I like to see the melee Greymane. I do like to see Organ Form Greymane, especially into things such as Nubarak and Blaze, who aren't, well, Blaze isn't, they're neither the healthiest of tanks, but they do have good defensive tools, and Greymane is great at dealing with defensive tools, especially that 16. Yeah, Alpha Killer and then Tooth and Claw just giving the cleaves definitely helped in a lot of those instances. Yeah, as I said, interesting Dahaka, but I'm 99% certain Mr. Craig will give me reasoning as to why, or would give me reasoning as to why those talents are picked. I do know if you're heavily auto-attacking a lot, they are very good. They can be very good in tandem. Just more often than not, we do see it is going to be armor reduction or the extra damage when you run out of pushes, as well as either usually the isolation upgrade. But it worked out for Mr. Craig, and I'm sure we'll see that mirrored in stats. W build Nubarak. Again, the Blaze one, it's interesting to see Adhesive Petroleum, but that extra slow does work out pretty well still. Stats. Yeah, the Haka still did a decent amount. 154k siege, 22k soak, compared to 141k siege of Tychus with 15k soak from Blaze, 57k hero damage from Tychus. So McNulty really was doing a lot of that, but Joanne actually the most hero damage for the side of Perilous Pidgeons with 46, but there was a lot of quick blow up from the side of Perilous Pidgeons. In terms of healing numbers, 94,000 from Varegar, 61,000 Lucio. Right, so let me swap it back over to this screen here. Click this team 1. We'll click for replay. And we'll see what... Wow, is my stream really that bad? It shouldn't look like it should be that bad. Oh, there we go. My OBS is just being weird. Right. Looks like we have Towers of Doom next. I do love a Towers of Doom map. Okay, why is this not updating properly? Oh, there we go. The game's doing a little bit slow. Oh, I see a Stitches. I love a Stitches. Oh, I see some interesting ones here. So I guess without further ado, we'll just really just get these on out and keep going, shall we? So let me swap back over to in-game and we'll see how this next map goes. So, on the side of... What's this team again? No. 2+2, we do see Crow Mage with the Stitches. Accent is on Hanzo, Tempest, Brightwing, Death Knight, Greymane, McNulty on the Leorock. On the other side of things, we do see Mr. Craig, Blaze, Mother Koss is on Lucio, Marius on the Jaina, Bellas, Diablo, and Craybeast is on the Medivh. Not one we see often, but it's definitely an interesting one to see. Nice stun. Apparently it was a... I love sometimes how Looney Tunes of a stun Blaze gets. Like, he just bounced off a wall and turned around. Oh, stun flip on McNulty. McNulty, however, has Drain available. Phasia coming out. Nice hook by Chromage, getting Bella's all the way back in there. Portal available. Polymorphed out of using Portal. And there's Bella's going down. Diablo, the first kill of the game. I need to stop yawning, man. Yeah, we see it's gonna really this map is straightforward. You get your offlaner to do double soak up top. They do their thing. Mid top, you guys are just gonna run backwards and forwards. That is your purpose in life. Bottom, we're just gonna see them do camps when available. Fight. Basically an ARAM just in the bottom lane. We're doing this camp a lot slower, though, is probably going to be the issue. Like, a lot slower. That's a good point. Let's look at talents. We do see its W build on Hanzo. That's why he's fishing for scatters. Medivh has his baseline quest, which we all know. Also tested this. I hope you're doing well today. Medivh is very much just 13 stacks out of his 40. Jaina has globes, and yeah, everything else is kind of baseline, like literally double baseline, 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 but we'll get it at level 13. So it's not really a quest, but it is a quest. You know, it's kind of that mid-ground doing right. Hope you're doing well too. Yeah, I'm actually doing pretty well, all in all. Greymane actually snuck away to get the top camp. Very interesting. Not often you do see that happen in this map. Mr. Craig is just going to waddle away, waddle for the very next day. And we can see that it is just going to be a stun onto Hanzo, flipped away from the safety of his wall. Oh, he does get there in the end. Very good attempt to make sure that Axon couldn't go back over wall. But good, at least you're picking up what I'm putting down. We can see Axon barely made it towards the wall, despite the efforts of Bella's flipping him away from it. Lucio, Mother Koss pushing him away from it. Just a little bit too much. Oh, Bella's saying a lot. Does barely not get hooked. So we'll be fine. Are they planning on invading Leor? Marius, what are you doing? Figure it out. Oh, I'm still yawning. Mother Koss in the correct spot. Bella's eating something. Nope, just too much poke coming in. Blaze gets a nice early tower shot, so we can see the stun coming out of the Chromage. At this point, I think you just have to fight if you're Pidge Spirits Pigeons. You can't really zone well. Nice stun onto Axa, but Tempest does cleanse it. We can see Portal coming up. Craybeast doing their best to get a little bit of damage. Does Portal back out, but all the while, Marius does manage to actually sneak the bottom shots through. And that will be the first objective for the side of Pidge Spirits Pigeons. They did get it in favor of them. 8 shots into the core of 2+2 could be at a 2+2 getting 4 shots into the Pidge's Perilous Pidgeons. Oh look, camps are up. I wonder what's going to be done. Oh no, only one camp's up. Yes. Bella's dismounted. Hook coming out. Doesn't quite find him. Nice little step down from Bella's. Not many people would expect for Step to go that way. Medivh's just picking up a little bit of soak every now and again. You can see him go into bird form, out of bird form. But they are just keeping an eye in the sky, making sure nothing weird is going to happen. I've just realized why we've got a Medivh Diablo. So we are probably going to see an Apocalypse combo coming on out. So you Leyline, and it sets up pretty dang well for Apocalypse. You just got to be careful of Tempest with their cleanse. Kind of like how you'd use Void Prison, just ranged version. We've just got to be careful not to miscommunicate that and accidentally Leyline people out of the Apocalypse. By faith, oh, hook onto the Sapper. Sapper's just standing there, unknowing what to do. He's like, I've never been this far before. He just stops, and there's the last one going in. That is basically most of the wall down. We do see the top little wall section, the tower and turret, and the actual gate itself down. Bottom turret is still up. Greymane top once again. They're helping McNulty get things done. That was unnecessary, Mr. Craig. Just waiting until Death Knight mounted to then just shoot him with fire. Death Knight gets dismounted again. Oh. Axon fell just short of that arrow, just released it a little bit too soon. I was going to say maybe Mother Cost doesn't get this, but nope, they did indeed. Oh, not wrong screen. Just telling to anyone's interested. We can see have W build Diablo. Interesting. What, Pierce? Yeah, Pierce. That works. That makes sense. That makes sense. Skatable Hanzo slowly getting up there is at 7 stacks. We do see it is going to be the Wizened or Wizened Duelist once again. It's going to be Boop Lucio. Boopsio. We're getting heavy pressure coming out top. Death Knight and McNulty really wanting to push in. We can see Crate Beast is here to start history. Medivh taking that's pretty good. McNulty going down, but all while Death Knight has taken half the structure of themselves. Oh, nice charge coming out. And there's Greymane going, wait a minute, don't like this anymore. Dives back onto Crate Beast, but Crate Beast going out slowly but surely. Misses the Q. If they didn't... I was say, if I think they got that, it would have been fine. Also, my whole theory about Leyline Apocalypse has gone out the window. We can see it's just Lightning Breath. It's still Leyline, but we have Lightning Breath Diablo, so you don't really have that combo up now. It can still work. Just it's not as good as the combo of, oh, you can't move anywhere, I'm going to put Apocalypse down, and that's going to pop right after you. Well, it's going to make you pop, essentially.
Heroes slain.
Heroes slain? Oh, Leoric, I zoned out. Oh, yeah. McNulty, that's unfortunate.
Take the altars and put an end.
Take the altars and put an end to the curse. Why? Oh, no, Leoric's up, never mind. I was like, wait, you got one dead. There's one dead, why not get aggressive? Oh, yeah, it's Leoric. He's back in the neutral anyway. Blaze is making their way down, making sure they can stop this game from doing anything. And, oh, we're doing top camp. Great, mate. You're not doing it again, mate. Oh, Curse Bullet does not quite find a hit. Nice charge in the wall, but there is going to be Leoric coming down. That is Lightning Breath being used, slowing McNulty, but not really doing too much more. It's really at 13 when you get that spell power bonus and you start doing a lot. You know what, Mr. Craig and Accent is fighting. Crate Beast is just holding up over top. He's ready for the ley line. We can see there's very careful positioning here. Found both of them. Excellent stuff. For a brief moment, I didn't think it was going to hit Chromage. I thought Chromage was going to avoid getting leylined, but no, that wasn't the case. Very fortunate for them. Scatter coming through, not really finding anything. Sapper's slowly walking up. But they're not really going to get any damage off, as the team is there to stop them from doing anything else. And it looks like we have a double altar phase coming up in a few moments. Blaze getting killed up top. Death Knight nearly went down, but McNulty with them just helped a little bit too much. Entomb was used in the process with Cursed Bullet, but that means you're getting top tower. That puts you in a pretty dang good spot. Yeah. None of these objectives are going to necessarily be easy to grab now. Raymage is grabbing mid, they will get 5 shots off there. Crow Mage is getting a little bit focused, but Tempest does have phase shift available. They are hyper shift, so it doesn't really matter too much about that. You can do it pretty tempo easily. Dragon Arrow comes flying on through, but meanwhile Bellas gets hit with a bullet. Nice stun by Blaze, and we can see that Medivh finds the kill. Leyline coming on out. Actually only hitting 2, splitting the team up. Lightning Breath to follow. Axon now in the Lightning Breath. Nice boot bomb over cost, stopping the full vault, and they just awkwardly drop to the side. Oh, Gorge coming out onto Jaina. I think Medivh's here. Yep, but we can see it is going to be Mother Cost taking the shots instead. Tempest phase shifting does get booped. They are now in trouble down bot. Nope, they do a blink to get up. Crow Mage getting chased down. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Jaina becoming a dive hero really truly is a sight to behold. And now we see people backing up. Nice. Yes, do the count. Nope, we're not going to do it again. They are going to slowly do the camp. The invade decides to go out. They don't have 16 advantage yet. You're not really wanting to do that. Water Elemental was committed to it, but there's still Dragon Arrow up. There's still Entomb up. Like, these are big tools available for the team that they're not necessarily wanting to run into, but we can see them pick up their own camp pretty quickly. Alright, what shall we do? Pidgeons, Spears, Pidgeons. What shall we do? 2+2. Nice I5, actually stopping the hook from connecting, because I think it did actually connect with Bellas, but the unstop itself meant that they did not get hooked. Nice Leyline. Too bad there's not Apocalypse for it. Flip coming out onto Death Knight, but not much further than that. Oh, Dragon Arrow getting all four members, but Lucy, 3 members, but Lucio high fives most of them awake.
The altars have risen. Activate them now.
Right. Double altars top. Wait, don't. Oh, it's triple altar phase. There is still only 3 altars of it captured by Pidge Spears Pigeons. There's still a full 5x2+2. So they're looking to get a lot of value out of this, actually. They could get potentially a full 10 shots off, especially because McNulty has just run top and no one's going to get there to stop them in time. Nope, Mr. Greg, you don't do it. Nope, you do not. And McNulty does get mid eventually. Just, it was a little bit of effort, and now you realize, oh, you either got to get bottom or you got to counter push top eventually. Because McNulty is just making sure that doesn't flip.
Hero slain.
Yep, it looks like there's a call bottom to get that tower. Oh. The team had already backed up. They knew what was coming when they saw that portal. Because yeah, fair enough. You do not want to die to that for some unknown reason. That's now a 4-4 once again. Realistically, you want to keep your
I've opened my tunnel as well.
team down here. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You realistically want to keep your team down here. You don't really want them straying too far from everything.
This tower shall serve the Raven Lord.
What are we thinking if we're both teams? Blaze is looking to get top back. They are just going to take their time, walk on up. Bellas gets shot. Gets hooked. Fears the Gorge. No high five available in time. There is a lot of move speed on him. But Portal is right there. Polymorph protects. That's Bella's getting out. McNulty is here to really just seal the deal. But it is a lot of damage coming through. However, Diablo is taking so much. Oh, Marius Icebox. And I think that actually dodges the Dragon Arrow. Yeah, it's Drain build on Leoric, so that can definitely do a lot. Hook coming through, doesn't quite find anything. Chromage is holding a little bit too high with it. Yes, you can see everyone just in position to fight. Chromage just being told, no, you can't step on this. Mother Cost getting the 4 shots into the core. Lightning Breath in a very small corridor can do a lot, it turns out. And McNulty all while wailing on Bellas, but will go down. Oh, Death Knight. Oh, Blaze misses, but Medivh does not. Bella's getting relatively low. Nice hook by Chromage, and that is the counter kill they needed to make sure there isn't just some steamroll coming up through. Oh, look, Sappers. I love how non-plus Pidgeons, Perilous Pidgeons are that they haven't had top for like a while now. No tank is going to be there in time. It looks like cooldown reduction on Medivh. Yeah, it is. Temporal Flux. Oh, a little bit miscommunication there. Ballard flips and charges. Rise. Mr. Craig goes to charge. But unfortunately for 2+2, they do still get the kill. What do 2+2 need to do at this point? I think they need, first course actions get bottom back, and then you're going to find somehow a pick. But realistically, it needs to be the Medivh you get the pick on. Just because if you get anyone else gorged and hooked gorged, Medivh is just going to portal under them almost every single time. Marius does get spotted there, by the way, by Vision. Oh, Leoric. I like the, no, you guys aren't going to kill me. The tower is just taking this shot and dying. Bus Depot getting lively. Hello, John. Hope you're doing well today. I can see, this is the problem with this team. They don't exactly have the best siege by any means, so they kind of have to rely on their team fight. So they are going to look to fight here, especially with 20s available. We're going to see Hellgate, Winter Mute, Medivh cheats, Bunker, Fortified Bunker, and High 5 upgrade for Lucio. That's 3 shots going into the core. They're looking to get another 3 here as well. Bellas, I don't think you're going to be able to channel at any point. McNulty right in the middle of everything. Oh, Hellgate coming out really early. You knew that there's going to be a unstop available. We do see it is going to be a Lightning Breath directly on top of McNulty. However, that's Diablo going down first, but Stitches is traded out. There is still the kind of quote tank end quote from Mr. Craig. Blaze still does a lot for these compositions. That is going to be an extended W from McNulty. They are the extra range. And everyone's coming back in. Dragon Arrow finding just Lucio. Very unfortunate Lucio, but Protect comes out from Crate Beast. That's what makes it so hard to kill in this composition. Crate Beast does have that bubble up. Oh, Axon getting low, and that's going to be Hanzo going down. Greyman quick to follow. That is going to be Tempest Blink healing to a good position. And that's another 3 shots into the core of 2+2. Oh, 2+2 is doing so well there a lot of the time. And they're looking for another guaranteed 4 shots into the core. Putting it very close to the striking range for Pidge's Perilous Pidgeons. So 2+2. Maybe they get bottom tower, mid tower as well. Just to see if they can really consolidate their lead. Or at least take camps off the maps to really dissuade the siege of Pidge's Perilous Pidgeons. Just because a lot of their siege is coming from the actual siege camps themselves. So sappers doing explosions are probably the biggest thing that has let them get the bottom. But yeah, we can see now they are going for siege camp. Just don't want to get hooked. Oh, look. The bird's showing where everyone's trying to hook, where he's trying to hook from. Watch out. Found. But yeah, you need to make sure someone can guide these sappers in. Because this is your main source of siege for Pidge's Perilous Pidgeons. And I imagine Medivh may just lay ley line if they expect there's going to be an interruption on it. Oh, nice unstop by Lucio once again. Very crisp on those. Ugh. Yep, everyone can keep hearing me yawn. Sorry, everyone. Right, I can do another match after this if this is going to be the last one. I can do another 2 even. Oh, Entomb coming out. Bella's stuck in the corner. There's going to be Bullock. Bella's taking a lot as it is going to be the full drain build of Leoric, by the way. He has got a lot of armor to keep him alive, but that doesn't keep his team alive. As we do see, there's 1, 2, 3 kills. And Axon being ran down by Mother Cost all the while. Nice charge damage coming through. McNulty going down. And just keep in mind that it isn't quite a object. Mother Cost don't. Just wait for the structure. Yeah, there we go. It's like, wait for this to go down. If this goes down, then you can get this. You can't do it the other way around. There we go. McNulty has just left. They're done. GG coming out from everything else. But yeah, I think Leoric's had some interesting moments this game. And that's going to be the game and the series going... Oh, Dragon Arrow. Hit you, Diablo. That's the game and the series going over the side of Pidge's Perilous. Pidgeons, GG's. Yeah. There we go. And because it's a replay, it doesn't time out immediately, so I'm going to... Right. Everyone, you're allowed to look at talents while I organize my next match. So if anyone's interested, here is what we see. Anything standing out to you, chat? Anything at all? Maybe do that. Greymane did go the slap build again. Just a different Greymane win at this time. So, hey, it is a thing. You just see APOC. Yeah, APOC was like the big thing that stood out to me. Not seeing Apocalypse in this style composition was definitely a choice. Not what I was expecting. I've accidentally unmuted my stream. Nice. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting one to see X and no Entomb upgrade and melee on Greymane. If you're going if you're going these 2 talents, Burning Despair is actually pretty good. Especially because, Now, I'm about to throw out a hot take. Leoric doesn't always need Entomb upgrade. Because while, yes, it does silence, it actually makes the cooldown, it actually makes the Entomb time shorter. So if you're not expecting the team to have many escapes, which really it was just Diablo of Hellgate, you don't always need the upgrade to Entomb, but here it may have been the play because there are definitely just a lot of spells coming on through. You didn't quite have that single target blow up. What else was Melee Greymane? Yeah, Melee Greymane can work well into Diablo and Blaze, but Medivh can cause a lot of plans to go awry is probably the big thing to note. And I guess that's a big thing where like, oh, I'm not sure whether I'm going to get full value out of this Entomb just because there may be a Medivh with portals or a Blaze with a bunker right next to it and can make it much harder. But without further ado, we'll have a look at stats as well. 65,000 hero damage on Jaina, 63,000 Leoric. Leoric was actually doing work at the end there, with 151k siege to Leoric and 150k to Blaze, being 21k soak and 22k soak respectively. So a decent amount going on via that map. 68,000 healing by way to Brightwing, 66,000 Lucio. Replay us. What are we vibing? What division do we think we're vibing, guys? We've done Division A so far. Do we want to do a division up or a division lower? Which way do we think we're gonna go? Any preferences? I'm not doing Division A again. I'm gonna try to do something else. We go Division C? Onward, upward, I see. Right, okay. Right, if we're going up, then we'll go down afterwards. So we are going to do a... Let's go Nexus Division. We'll go under new management facing off against BG, nepotism, and corruption. I love that name, man. Let's do it in like 5 minutes time, so it gives me time to set up the next map. So I'm going to get that set up. I'm going to go on break. I'm going to ping the teams that I'm going to be casting their match. So I'll see you guys on... I'll actually first of all close off this, just so it's easier for everyone else. So, well done to the Pidgeons, Pidgeons. They did take maps 2-0. 2+2 did definitely have a good hard time, but they did have some very good moments where just eventually it just did kind of crumble apart. Especially this last map, having that top building for so long was very detrimental to Pidgeons, Pidgeons, but they did well to Pidgeons did do well to overcome it. So that's going to be it for me for the moment. I will be back shortly. Just shortly, not immediately, but shortly. So I am going to change it over to my I'll be back soon screen, put on some music, and well wait, no, that's thank you for watching. We'll go here. We'll turn this off. So I'll be back soon, chat. Stick around.